Hello and welcome to Gunnar Weiskamp's Web Development. Today we're doing SQL Lesson 5, looking at the logic operators, the convert, the like, the count, sum and top keywords and processes. All of the above processes allows us to manipulate SQL code to get us key information that we need. So logic operators, if you've used them before in other languages, SQL has their own. With the convert, like, count, sum and top keywords, it's easier if I just demonstrate them to you so you understand how they work. Cool. I am using Microsoft SQL Server 2014, but you can probably get away with using anything for these simple demos. Okay, we're still working here on our schools database that I made in the other tutorials, mostly looking at the teacher table here. And it's got these columns over here that we can see. The first one we're going to look at is called the like statements. So first let's have a look at all the information in our table here. So we've got 5 students there. Now the like statements might look a little bit confusing at first. These percentage symbols play a significant part with the like symbols. I'll run them all actually, so we can, a picture is always a better way to explain things. So let's move this up. So in the first 2 statements we got 2 records back, and the way this works, this one says, I don't care what's in front of me, I don't care what's behind me, but if James is in part of this full name, bring it back. And so we can see here the 2 Jameses have been brought back. This one here says, I don't care what's behind me, but if the word starts with James, bring it back. So that's what it's done here. This guy here says, if there's something behind me, don't bring it back. Only bring something back if you've got James in it, but if there's something in front of it, I don't mind that. So if there's something behind it, it won't bring it back, which is why nothing was brought back for this one. This one here says, only bring back if in this field here there is James only. And that's why nothing was brought back on this one at all either, because in both these fields we have James Bond and James Towson. So not just James, if that makes sense. So the like keyword, with its percentage approach and the way you can use it, can be quite useful, and you'll probably find you'll use it quite a lot. Okay, so that's that one. The next one, what are we doing here? We're doing some converting. Oops, whoa. So it's probably easier if, oops, no, too many clicks. If I'll show you this when it's broken, so you can sort of understand what I'm getting at here. So we'll get rid of the actual converter. So what we're trying to do here is we're doing a select of information. We're concatenating, joining various items together to bring back one string to show us the full name of a teacher and the salary of the teacher in one sentence and in one result set here, which will end up in this alias teacher information table. So that's all we're trying to do here. What we're going to do now when we run this, we will get an error. See, so what's happened here is, this here is what we call a string, and it's sort of in varchar type. The full name is varchar, and it is of a natural string type. As we can see here, it's a varchar type. The salary, so is of numeric value, so you can see it's this decimal value. So when we try to convert that into a varchar or a string value, we get this error. You can't do it. What you need to do is introduce the converter here, and that's how we can turn this into a string, and so we can then join it all together into one string. So you need the converter. The converter takes 2 parameters, the field we're trying to convert and the the data type we're trying to convert it into. In this case, we're trying to convert it into a varchar, if that makes sense. So now if we run all this, it should work. So there we have our teacher information list with the full name, the salary, etc., etc. So that's how the converter works. Cool, cool. Next we have numeric keywords in SQL. So let's run this one by itself. So we have 5 teachers. We can see in this. What the count does, it's going to count. It allows you to count how many teachers you have in your whole system. You pass it one parameter, it can be anything or any field in there, and it'll count and return to you how many teachers you have in your whole system. So when we run this now, we'll get 5 back. No, 1, 2, yeah, we'll get 5. So let's run that. See, it says total teacher count, 5. So pretty simple, straightforward, and easy to use. The sum here, this can only be used with numeric values, and it's especially good for counting up monetary values. So in this case, what we're going to do is we're going to count all the salaries for all the teachers in this table and hold it in this alias table. And as we can see, that's going to be $15,000. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's give that a whirl. Let's just run them all, actually. Probably quicker. And so there we have it, 15,000. It's summed all those values up. So pretty easy to use and pretty powerful and useful at times as well. Oh no, what's that? Ooh. Oh yeah, and now we've got this guy here. We've got our, let's do it from the start. So we know we've got 5 teachers in here. What the top guy does, it allows you to grab the top record specified in here, how many you're entering from this table. So in here we've entered 2, so we're going to select the top 2 records, which is John Stevens and Lutch Wanto. If you put 3 in there, you'll get all these back, if that makes sense. So let's run that. So there we go, we got Lutch, Wanto, John Stevens. Like I said, if we change that to 3, we get all these guys back. Whoops, only 3, all these 3 guys back. Pretty straightforward in that one. The logic operators. So our last one for the evening. If you've used other languages before, you'll know what I mean by logic operators. Let's just get the base table, all the information. Here we've got a where clause in here, which we explained previously in other tutorials. And here's one of our logic operators, the OR. So what we're doing here is we're getting information from the teacher info table, where the full name is James Bond, or the full name is Fred Coln. So we should get this record back and this record back. Let's see if that's true. There we go. Again, pretty straightforward. Yeah. So if you're used logic operators before, you'll know what I mean in a way. The next one is the AND operator. So we're going to do where the salary equals 3,000 of all teachers and their age is greater than 33. So greater than 33. So technically we should only get these guys back, and Lutch Wanto should not be returned because he's not greater than 33. So if we run them all, let's just ignore this stuff here, and so we can see this guy here was not returned in our sets down here. Oh, well, you get what I mean. So Lutch Wanto is not in here because he doesn't meet these requirements. He's not over 33, so if that makes sense. So that's the logical AND operator. So we've got the logical AND operator and OR in this one. Obviously there's many more operators that you can have a look at as well. Okay, so I hope that was of some use to people today. I had fun in bringing it to you. Please, if you can, subscribe to my channel, and hope to see you next time. Bye.